Just leaving Denver Print Company. Put an order in for some more stickers. And decided to finally get out on the motorcycle. Strap a camera to my helmet. And let's do a little Motovlizno. Oh man, dude. I have not done this in such a long time. I may be rusty. I may not even remember how to do this thing, you know? I may not even remember how to spit my thoughts out on the mic. Get some of my opinions off my chest, man. Oh man, dude, I haven't done this in such a long time, man. I really haven't. And I want to say that there have been a lot of people who have reached out to me. Quite a few people who've reached out to me, and I want to thank you. I mean, from the bottom, truly from the bottom of my heart, I want to thank all of you who reached out to me, either through through social media, or maybe just reached out with your thoughts. I know that some people said that they were thinking about me, and then they reached out, but there were probably others who were thinking about me who didn't reach out, and that's okay. But just knowing that people out there were thinking about me in a caring way, man, that really, really touches my heart, man. And I thank you. I thank all of you who did that and who've done that. I want to say that I'm good. I'm fine. I know that I've been gone for a minute. I really have. I've been gone for a while from doing this whole motovlogging thing. Maybe I should get into that a little bit. Some of the reasons why I've been gone. But what I want to say, out the gate though, that everything is good. I'm alive. I'm somewhat healthy. Nothing bad, nothing serious, but I could be healthier. I could be a healthier person overall. But I am in good shape. My family right now is in good shape. I had a couple little things going on with the family there the last couple months, but I don't chalk up any of my absence from YouTube to those things, or maybe a little bit. Some of it has, some of the personal life really, maybe a lot of the personal life really, started to creep into my time, and as it creeped into my time, it was harder and harder just to get out and record things, and then I think it turned into some lack of motivation, really lack of motivation to get out and do it. And I really just had to kind of push myself, and we'll see how it goes. But so where I've been for like the last 6 months, the first month, I think I'm gonna go this way. The first month and a half was all planned. I wanted to take a break. I wanted to kind of get recharge a little bit, and that's what I did. I spent time for myself, for my family. Spent the holidays with family, and really just tried to recharge. And then, as we started getting towards the end of February, I was trying to coordinate actually with another local moto vlogger to see if he could help me out with my intro. I was trying to do, I had these big grandiose plans, man, of doing just this crazy intro for my videos in 2017, and obviously that didn't pan out, and it wasn't his fault at all. It was just a combination of our schedules not aligning, and him having some issues with the camera that he was working with and all this sort of stuff. Anyway, I thank him anyway for wanting to help me out, very much willing to do so, and I really appreciated that. But it never worked out where our schedules aligned, and we weren't able to do that. So so that kind of put a damper on things for a while. And then in March, my daughter got hurt, man. Oh man, I mean, emergency room visit and all this sort of stuff, you know, and she was recuperating for a couple of months actually, and maybe, I mean, that might be a story for another day when I'll talk about my daughter. And you know, my daughter's only 5 years old, you know, so it was very traumatic for not only her but for me. She was injured is what happened. She was injured on her leg, and bandages, changing bandages every day. I mean, poor thing. She's good though. I mean, ugly scar, but thankfully nothing. No permanent disability, no permanent long-term damage, and quite honestly, that consumed my time for a couple of months there. And then after that, like I said, I was starting to overall just kind of lose motivation to get out and do some things on the with the camera, you know, and even to ride. To be honest with you, you know, I mean, I was riding a whole lot less because, you know, when my daughter was hurt and I was having to make sure I got home on time, you know, and so there was a lot of schedule conflicts that happened. I feel like I'm making this whole big excuse for why I'm away. I'm really not. I'm just trying to explain where I've been and what's been consuming my life. I mean, in short, it's been family life, you know, as well as, like I said, the last couple of months, to be honest with you, just being just having a lack of motivation to actually get out and do this, you know, and do this. I was riding less, you know, I was only riding my motorcycle, you know, I mean, a little bit here and there. I was actually riding my wife's scooter more than I was my motorcycle, you know, and I don't know, man, I was just lacking some motivation, and I have friends who have had bouts of unemployment, you know, and I've been very, very fortunate, very lucky that for the most part, most of my life, you know, most of my adult life, I've always been employed. You know, I've never had like major periods where I was unemployed for extended periods of time. You know, I've never had that, and so from my friends though, from the people I know who've been unemployed, I know that after a while, when you can't score a job, you start to get depressed, you know, and you start to get into this rut that's hard to break. And I honestly, I started to feel like that a little bit with this whole YouTube game, you know. I mean, I was like not doing it for so long, and I was even staying away because anytime I would watch like a motovlog, you know, someone else's motovlog, someone else on a motorcycle, it got me even more depressed. Like, I seriously started to get like real down about it all. Like, oh man, what am I doing? You know, and then people were reaching out to me, and I was not replying back to them. I mean, just I have a hard time describing exactly why this all happened, but I can only liken it to what I've heard my friends say about unemployment. And when you're unemployed for so long and you can't score a job, you start to get depressed. You start to stop looking for a job because it's constant rejection, you know. And I can't say that I was in that boat, but it was this constant lack of motivation, you know. And I don't know, man. I mean, it finally just took me just reading over some of these comments, you know, reading over some of the comments that people have left me and said, hey, are you good? Are you okay? You know, and people reaching out to me on different forms of social media, which again, I really thank you. I mean, because you all are the reason why I said, God, I gotta at least just let people know, you know, at least just let people know that you're good, you know, and thank them for reaching out, you know. I wanted to do that, And I don't want to add any undue pressure, because I feel like I started, over the last couple of years, I started to develop a schedule for the videos where I was putting out pretty much a video a week. And towards the end of December, I was starting to get a little, just getting a little burned out with it all, because I was like, man, and there's no one to blame but me, right? No one said that I needed to put out a video a week. I did. I said that. And so all of that came down to me, setting my own schedule. So you know what? I'm gonna try and do that. Like, I don't need to put out a video a week. Maybe I don't have any schedule at all, and I'll just put out a video whenever I feel like it. Maybe I do a video every other week. I mean, I kind of like the idea of keeping to a little bit of a schedule, but I don't want it to. I don't want it to become a burden for me. You know what I mean? I don't want it to be like, I've got to do this, and I'm letting people down if I don't do it. So I'm gonna try and just chill out about the whole thing, man. Because at the end of the day, this is a hobby. For me, it is. I know for a lot of people, it's not. But for me, it's just me getting some things off my chest. It's nothing. Where this is my livelihood. It really isn't. So I'm gonna give it a shot and see how that goes. But anyway, for the rest of 2017, it's June right now. I'll probably put this out next month sometime, because I still need to, I still need to do some things here. But I mean, I'll probably, we'll see. Maybe I'll put this out here in June. But anyway, for the rest of 2017, in terms of what to expect from the SoopaBee YouTube channel, honestly, man, I really don't know. I think we're just gonna play it by ear. Play it by ear. Put out a video whenever I feel like it. If it becomes a scheduled video, release, then I'll go with that. And if not, that's okay too. But I'm gonna try not to let what happened happen again, where I just kind of fall off, man, completely. And I apologize. I really do. I'm sorry, to those people who were kind of maybe even worried, like, geez, man, I didn't want to worry anybody, and I all the comments and things like that really touched me and kind of pushed me to say, gosh, dude, put something out there, But anyway, I just want to thank everyone, and I hope everyone is well and staying safe and enjoying the ride. You know what I mean? So anyway, with that, my friends, my people, continue to ride with confidence, head up 100%. Yeah, the SoopaBee.